Hi, I'm Fiona Rodden, and personally, I live in a small town in West Oxfordshire with my husband and two young kids who are 3 and 5. And our family brings together quite a wide range of cultures. My husband's family come from Ghana, Sierra Leone, Jamaica, Switzerland, and my family come from Kenya, South Africa, Australia, Ireland. Um, and I'm disabled. I have physical disabilities. I'm neurodivergent. I also came out as gay as a teenager in the 90s, and that was a fun experience. I then met my husband in my early 20s, and so I've experienced both coming out and going back in, and everything that represents. Black History Month means a lot to me because it really brings a conversation into our home around how do we share the cultures represented in our families with our kids to help them really embrace difference as really valuable. And of course, it then leads on to more conversations, bringing in intersectionality and the other ways that we're different, and how that's really positive. Professionally, my job is head of talent for the South East for NHS England and Improvement. And the way I explain that to my kids is I help to find the NHS leaders for today and for tomorrow. And because we've got a really diverse society and people who work in the NHS, it's so important that we find diverse leaders, because we need different ways of inspiring and bringing together all of those people for a common purpose. I've always worked in health and care. I started as a therapist working with patients with a form of complementary therapy that involved listening to people's stories at length for hours and what they're worried about, what the concerns are, and listening to all their wonderful neuroses. And it's such a wonderful way to understand yourself better by listening to other people's worries and seeing how we're very similar and also very different. I've worked across a real gamut in healthcare. I've worked in community pharmacy, communications, data and analytics. I've worked as an operational manager in emergency services, in acute care with older people. I've worked in commissioning and looking across populations and how do we work with social care better. I've also worked in strategic leadership, and I fell in love with leadership development and talent when I joined the NHS Graduate Management Scheme over 10 years ago now. But I find my joy in my work through helping people find their potential, to find their joy and the best place for them to be.